This morning presenter Alison Hammond knows what she wants, and it's not becoming the next Holly Willoughby. More on that later. Meanwhile, the person nobody wants to be has been making a bold comeback statement ahead of the launch of this year's Dancing on Ice by frolicking in an outrageously overpriced bright red ball gown in new photos, where she poses next to her new co-host Stephen Mulhern, who seems to have had somewhat of a Philip Schofield makeover. Yes, in a rather sinister looking, in our opinion, photo op, the duo are all smiles as they prepare to host the ITV skating show next Sunday, just one day after the big relaunch of the classic TV game show Gladiators, produced by Holly Willoughby's husband Dan Baldwin. It's certainly going to be a big weekend for the couple, isn't it? Blinkerhole couldn't help but chuckle as the Daily Mail reported on the photo of Holly in her £3,200 Vivienne Westwood gown. Their opening line was, and we quote, "It's the dazzling smile her army of fans have been missing for months." Oh please, absolutely nothing could be further from the truth, as far as our subscribers are concerned anyway. Apparently, Holly met up with Stephen Mulhern 2 weeks ago for the pictures to be taken, just days after she made her first public outing since early October when security guard Gavin Plum, who pleaded not guilty, was charged with constructing a plot to kidnap her. It is understood that she and Mulhern did not meet the show's judges, including Olympic gold medalists Jane Torville and Christopher Dean, but instead had their own private shoot at a studio in London. Well, that doesn't surprise us at all. Holly was joined by her stylist Danielle Whiteman, who carefully selected the expensive designer dress. One friend said, "It was quite an emotional day. It felt like the beginnings of a routine after months of being at home and shutting herself off from the outside world." But Holly has always loved wearing dreamy, princess-style gowns on Dancing on Ice. It was always her time to get really dressed up. Holly and Stephen, who hosted Ministry of Mayhem together almost 20 years ago, are said to have an unbreakable bond. How funny. Isn't that what was said about her and Schofield? We digress. The source continued. It really made a difference to Holly's mindset to know that Stephen would be with her all of the way. It has really made her smile. Oh, we bet it has. They added, when you have that much history with someone, you feel safe. The last year has been a huge change for her. For years and years, Phil was with her and suddenly he was gone. To be working with Stephen again at such a poignant time in her career is special for Holly. Whether she went back to Dancing on Ice was a quandary for Holly. Some gentle persuasion from Stephen definitely helped to seal the deal. Somehow, we doubt that anyone, at all, let alone Stephen Mulhern, can persuade Holly Willoughby to do something she doesn't want to do. The Dancing on Ice lineup will include Eddie the Eagle Edwards and former Brookside actress Claire Sweeney and will air from the ITV studios in Bovingdon, Hertfordshire, but friends of the mother of three say that she will not be addressing her alleged kidnap plot ordeal but is using the return of Dancing on Ice as an opportunity to move on with her life and try to forget the last 3 months of devastation, at least until the accused man's trial in June. Contrary to previous reports that Holly will say something about her TV absence at the top of the show, a source close to Holly said, it is unlikely she will acknowledge her time off at all. It will be a matter of, it's business as usual. So, as per usual, there are conflicting reports about what Holly may or may not speak about as she makes a return to our screens. And, despite reports that Holly has been scared to leave her £3 million mansion, it is now said that security at the skating venue has been tight for many years and there is little more that ITV can do to improve it. Network chiefs are apparently satisfied that it is super safe for the star. Meanwhile, Alison Hammond has been following in the footsteps of guest host Kat D. Lee, who turned down the chance to be the next Holly Willoughby, choosing instead to return to America to host So You Think You Can Dance. The word on the street is that Alison has rejected a huge pay rise to replace Holly, and has turned down the chance to front This Morning 4 times a week. Bosses were apparently desperate for the presenter to take over after Holly's shock departure last October, but Alison Hammond says no. She currently hosts This Morning alongside Dermot O'Leary on a Friday, as well as fronting other big shows such as the Great British Bake Off, which interestingly has garnered a lot of interest in America, where fans have really taken to the bubbly star. Perhaps Alison Hammond, like Kat D. Lee, is looking across the pond for bigger fish to fry. An ITV source said, Alison has long been a favorite with bosses. She's very popular with viewers, and celebrities often request her when they appear on the sofa. She's happy to fill in, but has politely declined the job more than once. And Ruth Langsford has also rejected the role and has responded to speculation that she may return to This Morning following Holly Willoughby's departure. The TV presenter and her husband Eamon Holmes used to front the ITV show on Fridays until they were replaced by Dermot O'Leary and Alison Hammond. However, since Holly confirmed she would be quitting the show, fan speculation that Ruth may return to the program has emerged. But Ruth, who still appears as a panelist on Loose Women, has firmly shut down the rumors that she might return to the show as she insisted that ship has sailed. Previously Ruth, whose husband was very outspoken following Philip Schofield's admission he lied about an affair with a young runner, told Woman and Home magazine, "I don't have to ask Eamon's permission to do anything, or for him me, so if ITV said, would you come and do a week on This Morning?" Adding, "And if I was free and it was with the right person, I probably would do it." However, Ruth recently talked to Hello magazine about the rumors that she might make a return. "I think that ship has sailed. Listen, never say never. I adore that show and it was a dream to work on it. I worked on it before Eamon. Actually people forget that. I say to him, I took you to work, don't forget." The news comes after Emma Willis, who is popular with Blinkerhole subscribers, emerged as the bookies' favorite to take Holly's role on This Morning after impressing viewers with her consummate appearances. Her undeniable popularity has been duly noted among bookmakers, with Ladbrokes giving her odds of 11-10 to claim the coveted presenting role full-time. Nicola McGiddy of Ladbrokes said, "Emma Willis made a major impact on This Morning today, and after instantly sparking a flurry of bets, she is the new favorite to replace Holly Willoughby." Yet, for months, ITV has been dragging their feet and stalling the decision to replace Holly Willoughby, and it begs the question, are we to believe anything that they say anymore? After all, they have access to a whole host of talent, with reports previously suggesting that the phones have been ringing off the hook with agents falling over themselves to put their clients front and center to become the next Holly Willoughby. Isn't their reluctance to pin down a replacement now getting rather suspicious? We think so. Could they be stringing us along with their constant carousel revolving door format of potential presenters? Possibly, in our opinion. Perhaps they are waiting patiently for Holly to return to the gig she has held for the past 14 years. It all depends on how well her grand appearance on Dancing on Ice goes down with the public. Could the grinning little Miss Perfect, Holly Willoughby, make a faux pas, attract even more unwanted attention, or even worse for ITV, could viewers switch off altogether and prove the Daily Mail wrong when they wrote, "It's the dazzling smile her army of fans have been missing for months"? We have a feeling it could be the latter. Please like and subscribe for more journeys through the Blinkerhole. For entertainment purposes only. Keep up to date with the latest UK news and TV entertainment and hit the join button. If you enjoy what we do and would like to support us, send us a super thanks. Official Blinkerhole merchandise is available in store.